Jr. and Tom Jones. And first, here's that lady. A lady from New York, just got off a plane, Concorde, and come straight here from the airport. Will you welcome Joan Rivers? See those boots again.
Put it great.
They're wild, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're wild.
Look at the heels. You just put them on and you get vertigo. I can't tell you. Cher let me these. You probably noticed them on her, yeah, because her feet are always up in the air, so you would just
Now you have literally got off Concorde, grabbed a car, come here.
Let me take these off because they're rattling.
We can always rely on you. I mean, when I was in New York, you marked my card, told me what was going on in the town. We can always rely on you to find out what the new craze is in America. What's going on?
Cloning.
What? Cloning?
Cloning, where they can make other people. Cloning.
This is not happening, though.
Well, let's hope it's not happening, for God's sake. They tried it with Gillian Anderson. They took Gillian Anderson and Attila the Hun, and they combined them, and they got Gillian Anderson. And it's just very, but it's wrong, don't you think?
Of course.
You know, it's like people should have babies the old-fashioned way. Michael Jackson should give a woman some money, and you have a baby, and that would be that's what
the old-fashioned
way. President Clinton came out against it.
He
said it's immoral.
Yeah.
And he should know about immorality.
Are all the jokes flying around?
Was that something? Was that... I mean, it's older men with young girls are not right.
Pardon?
I think...
What did you say?
For
one moment, I thought you said older men are not right with young... Am I going to go out with a 75-year-old woman?
What are you looking at me for?
No.
I go out with guys. One guy gave me a hickey. He left his teeth in my neck. A friend of mine married a guy. He didn't tell her he was hard of hearing. She put her tongue in his ear. She was electrocuted. Nightmare. It's hard. It's hard getting older.
Is this right? Because the news filters through that you had a run-in with the fur people,
yes.
Who were anti-fur brigade.
Oh, yes. Anti-fur people threw red paint at me. I am a middle-aged woman teetering around on these gloomy pumps. Leave me alone, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go after a furry celebrity, throw red paint on Victoria Principal's back. I mean, leave me alone. I didn't buy these fur. I found minks that had heart conditions. And I would walk behind them and go, boo! They died natural deaths.
Yes, of course.
Natural death. I don't think they were minks.
No.
Every time I put them on, I want to run around inside a wheel. I think that, God knows what they are.
So they weren't minks?
I think they were, God knows. Who knows?
Gerbils.
Gerbils, or sometimes I put on the coat and I'd reach for nuts. Don't go there.
I'm not going there. I'm not saying what.
No. We're back to President Clinton.
Tell me, politicians have been known to screw the country before, but never one at a time, have they?
And this is the man we have to look up to in many ways.
And are the Americans looking up to him?
All the young girls do. Everything you say about him comes out double meaning.
Yes,
it's just, and it's a shame.
One subject you're always good on and guaranteed you got some fun with is family. You've always sort of had fun with family.
Well, I have my daughter, and...
How is Melissa?
Oh, she's great. She's getting married. Yeah,
is she?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to being grandma, then?
Oh, please, God.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't wait. Cannot wait. It'll be great. And she was my last egg, and I'm so lucky that she turned out well, She could have been the doctor said one shot, last egg, out she came. And I was worried because I carried low,
Did you?
The whole 9 months her feet were sticking out. And it was just
in an easy berth? Halfway there for the sound of it.
Well, going up and down stairs, I didn't have to do any work. I just hang around.
You're like a little duck under the water.
Take over, kid. But and I was not wanted in my family, and I think that's why I'm so family oriented. Now, my mother and father, I mean, they used to say to me, "Why can't you be like your cousin Sheila?" Sheila had died at birth. I mean, they just. My bath toys were a radio and a toaster. Do you understand? It was just awful, awful.
What about men? I hesitate to talk to you about. I mean, have you given up? I mean, have you closed the door?
Well, I was married, and it was a good marriage, but I think my husband cheated, you know? And
Cheated?
I think so. Well, first of all, I wasn't good at sex.
No.
I didn't know you were both supposed to move. I thought you took turns. And, you know, my wedding night, I had never seen a naked man before.
No?
I swear to you.
Oh, take your whip.
Came out of the bathroom. I hung my blouse on him. Didn't know what to do.
Had you been taught about the birds and the bees?
My mother said to me, man gets on top, woman gets on the bottom. That's all she ever told me. My wedding night. Joan, by the way, I'm going out in the car. By the way, man gets on top, woman gets on the bottom. I bought bunk beds. I didn't know it. And I wasn't good at it. I one time said to him, why don't you call out my name? Because you start to see movies, and you start to say, something's wrong here, God, because this isn't what's happening in my bedroom. And I said to him, why don't you call out my name while we're making love? And he said, I don't want to wake you up. I mean, he was a very... That cheered me up.
Well, it's just lovely talking to you again.
It's great seeing you. It's great to see you on both sides of the Atlantic.
Yeah, because the last time we did this was in New York.
In New York.
So next time in New York, and then you can come back again. Joan Rivers!
Nice to see you.
Our next guest is one of the great talents of the music business. He's a writer, a singer, a arranger, a recording artist. Here with a song called Let's Just...